Viewer discretion advised.
This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought. Viewer discretion advised.
What's going on, everybody? Y'all ever had a thought in your mind that maybe you might have been had a temptation to be led by something that you didn't feel was natural inside someone? Yeah, that topic. The one that nobody wants to touch. But people have to understand more than anything that that's so relevant, and that's that in the background that you cannot see. You can only feel it. And what's the main thing that gets you attracted to falling in love with that you've perceived to be a person but an entity? Is that temptation to either think you can fix them or they can lead you to greater things. I mean, many, many times I fell for that trap. Not in just one relationship. It feels like an ignorant loop I put myself in repetitively for feeling sorry for my fucking self and not understanding that only I can fix my problems, and that will help other people understand and won't be trapped in the illusion of trying to keep together. Because at the end of the day, or the beginning of the day, betrayal will be the downfall if you don't control what's going on around you. What do I mean by controlling what's going on around you? The fact that if you invest in something or someone and you're not looking at it from a full surface perspective, you're going to fall for that trap. Hello, I'm here. I fell for that trap over and over again, and now I'm just figuring it out. But other than that, betrayal is where the downfall seems to start. And I just would like to say, people take the time when you're meeting people. Understand what you're investing in and what's investing in you. What do you mean by that? Let me see what I'm talking about when it comes to investing in you. You don't truly love yourself and forgive yourself before you go into that position. You're going in that bitch with no duality. You're going in there with a reality that's going to leave you stuck. Not loving yourself, second guessing everything around yourself just to keep the thing going. And then that's when the other, if it's a male or female, the demon within will feed like no other. And they don't even care if you feel they oppose the thin. It's that bad. But it gets better though. And the best thing about it is most people can't understand about how it can get better. And what they can do to make sure it stays where it needs to be. Without rhyme or reason, you throw your heart in there and you just don't understand why. But you just keep doing it over and over again, even though there's red flags, like a burning castle all the way around you saying, no, you're not aligned with your kids. She's not aligned with you. She or he is going to whispers in your children in different ways, consciously or unconsciously, I mean, sorry. And that's just pretty freaking foul, if you ask me. You gotta be up front. And then you like you say, hey, you have a demon in you? That'd be pretty cool if you could, right? You're like, hey, yo, girl, I'm feeling you, but man, you ain't got that demon in you. Or him, however it goes. It's gonna be a runaway train of emotions that's gonna make sure everything around you stays fraudulent. And you won't have no direction. You just be blinded. Learning over and over again that nothing will make you better but yourself. And your friends calling you and screaming at you and yelling at you and trying to get you in your way. You just got to put that past you, because sometimes you need that general in your life to kick you in the fucking ass and say, Motherfucker, I know greater things about you. Get off your ass and get it done. And, you just have to know the people are really the ones you need to really keep in there. And keep the forbidden negative energy. Keep it forbidden to be around you, even though it's hard, man. When you fall in love or you mention those words, love, there it goes. There goes the chaos. Wrapped. I'd say it's masked in passion, but it's mostly chaos. Because if they're feeding on you, then that's what's driving the frenzy is the chaos around you. And then that will lead to betrayal. You'll start before you betray them, you'll betray yourself, yo. Because you won't even feel like you're in any control. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna listen to this person, and maybe if I do this, I can make it better. Or if I do that, make it better. Meanwhile, that person's not doing a damn thing, but just feeding. And then, is it more that they love you, or was it obsession of your energy? That makes me wonder sometimes. Was love really the word, or was that just the trigger that, hey, I know I got this motherfucker now. I just said that L word, not even knowing what that word means or how to use that fucking thing in your chest called a heart. You sure know how to fucking destroy them, though. Yes, I'm not speaking for one person. I'm speaking for the whole group of this topic. Everyone deserves to get that smoke if you fucking abuse that word love and you don't operate in that, and then you try to use that as a weapon.
What you got in the back running, bro?
Nothing. That's you.
No. You got something running in the back.
No, I don't. And that's this whisper phone. I tried telling you that, man. This phone's a piece of shit.
Keep cooking.
I'm trying to cook, my brother. Yeah, we don't have no sounds in here. I made sure of that. But redemption won't come until you forgive yourself for the situation you put yourself into. Because if you don't put yourself into stupid situations, Raymond Matthew Condit, myself, my dumbass lower, which I am ascending to being better because I've forgiven everything that has ever been done. Anything that I feel that's ever been done, it goes from crying every single day, and different things trigger you and just make you emotional, and you're not weak for that, family. Don't ever think that. You have to get to that point. You got to purge all that out of you, or you're just going to be just like everybody else. And then you'll notice how everybody else will separate themselves from you, and you'll be by yourself all the time, which is probably the best thing. Because then you won't have to do with the illusion of them loving you, the temptation of tempting yourself to keep fucking going like a dumbass, and to deal with the betrayal that's going to be the constant knife in your back, or the chopping of your, yeah, I said it. I give no fucks. You got to get to the redemption stage so there'll be an awakening. Awakening is the best. Sometimes I feel like, I'm there. And then I'll get a message or I'll get a memory and I'm like, oh man, you ain't as tough as you think you are. Or I'll see a picture and just start thinking in a sense of, and you're like, whoa, why'd you do that yourself, man? It was so good, man. You were moving on, you were doing other things. And then all of a sudden, man, it just brought you back to that because that's that passion. That if those that love big, you love big, and when the betrayal happens, you just don't understand why. I love so big. Yeah, I'm flawed. I call you names just like everyone else. But man, you understand how many men don't actually stand for what they say, but they'll treat you like not say a bad, dirty word about you, but the motherfucker who will tell you what you feel and will curse you, mostly be that real one. But no, you got to flip it the other way. And that person's crazy because he or she sees already through you. And that's why the names and slurs were thrown around your name. Anybody in relationships. No one's a bad person generally that just comes out and says, you're a bitch, you're a C word, you're this, that. Stuff that was triggered that was going on in the background that your delusional self couldn't fucking pick up on. But we sure as fuck did. And it was straight across the board. Temptation, illusion, betrayal, obsession. masked in passion and chaos, like thorns, synthetic wires, just chilling, and just hanging and feeding. It's just not cool. It's a crazy topic, man, and it's really, really a hard one to freestyle if you think about it. Because who really wants to talk about falling in love and admitting that they fell in love with a demon? It's like, oh no, am I the exorcist now? Because what people really truly think a demon is and what it is. And everyone, Hustleman's already touched on a live about that before. Everyone got the God and got the devil in them. So, I mean, just got to understand redemption is the key. And it ain't about redeeming them. It's about redeeming yourself. Kudos to everybody who went into them relationships and was able to control that demon. Maybe it wasn't that strong or you're just that powerful. A lot of people got destroyed. A lot of people in 2025 got destroyed. Got hurt. Very good people. They'll operate with love, intention, desire, and wanting to see everybody do good, want everybody to eat. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters, man. Stay out of the chaos. It seems like that demonic one, no matter what, male or female, wants to stay stuck in that chaos. That feeds the illusion that passion exists. No, it had me crying, man. That's just... yeah, this is where I'm at. They're definitely doing their thing. So let me blow my nose real quick. If you know, you know. Typically, I don't have anything sniffles in my nose around June at all. That's all I'm going to say about that. Been going on for about 2 weeks now. Not going off topic. Probably lost like 35 pounds. So yeah, this shit is real out here. It's a war zone. But back to this beautiful topic that it's just beautiful because it breaks down why we fell for what we fell for or what we're going to walk into. Because you basically could say that person's a freaking soul feeder and a gang stalker, male or female. Because no matter what, they're never... And then if you notice one thing, you was in relationships with them people, they would try to father you or mother you more than anything. And whenever a woman tries to be your fucking mother and make sure every little thing is done for you, and you get caught up in that comfortability, knowing they're going to leave you, because everybody leaves everybody, seems like. Leave you not knowing how to do anything because you fell for that. You got stuck in that. You know? Man, I'm the first one to admit I'm a fool to fall for the trap, and I'm not disparaging my ex-wife. She's current wife, but still, we ain't together. You know, I'm not putting my dirty laundry out there, but, you know, she moved away from me. It's been a rough 2 weeks, but that has nothing to do with this. That was my fault that happened. Yeah, I said it. That was my fucking fault that happened. Number one. What was number one, ladies and gentlemen, fam, Jedis, whatnot? Temptation. Temptation to thinking I can change shit. Now I only know I can change my own reality. And not fall for what? Number two, the illusion. And what did it end up being? Oh yeah, I was at donating plasma because I got sick at my job. They tried to pull some fuck shit. And she left my ass when I was donating with my children 250 miles away. But you know, I forgive her and I love her because I let that happen, family. And I'm not talking shit. I'm being real. I let that happen. Crystal, Dominic, Veronica, I am sorry. I dropped the ball. And now I'm ready to run all the way to here to Zimbabwe with the motherfucker through the water. Let's go. On my back. But we're not talking about that. That's just me showing y'all 100% accountability, how deep I am into this. And yes, I have forgiven everyone. Do I still cry and miss them sometimes not being around there? Yeah, of course. Even though it might not be what I am, I've still got that human emotion in me. And I still love bigger than most motherfuckers walking around. Like all I do anymore is I tell everybody, I don't care if they get mad at me. I said, look, you got to love everybody. look right in their face, the hardest people. They have the hardest look in their face. They could have a gun on them, a knife. They could have a rap sheet with 100 fucking bodies. I'm getting right in your fucking face and telling you have to love everybody. That's our mission on this planet, and take care of each other. 100. So we can all be equal, and we all can seek redemption, and then we can lead others to that what? That beautiful awakening that we went through. That's not going to happen when you're obsessed with an individual and you're taking zero accountability, when all you had to do was do that, even though that's the hardest thing. I mean, I'm a hard-headed son of a bitch. It took me 2.5 weeks to get to that realization. Shout out to you, Hustle, man. One of the realest motherfuckers on the internet. Straight gave me up the rail. It was like, every time I wanted to wring his fucking neck. But I love him. That's what's so unique about our relationship. We cuss each other out to fucking hell and back and still be on the same page. So kudos to him. But hey, but by myself, being by myself, and my fucking dog and cat is what got me where I'm at now. And now I have to pick up these pieces and show everyone around me that, yes, I am the leader that y'all know I am to be. And like my wife said, she knows I'm going to do great things. You know, sometimes things just have to happen for a reason, which is better than desperation and chaos. Desperation might have been one I wrote on here, but this ain't mine. That's a beautiful list. Taking me a breath real quick because I'm starting to sweat. Because I'm still trying to fight this bullshit they got going on around here. But yeah. Probably been a long time since I've been in a relationship where after it burned, I didn't, well, I did this to me. I can't believe I let this happen, or I did this, or, oh, I don't know why I feel this way. Oh, maybe I should just, man, I own it now. I own it. Just like I own walking up to some of the hardest people on the fucking planet and say, love each other. Or if I see a kid in a nefarious situation and you can run the binary right now, Esteban, I'm that motherfucker. I'll get right up in their face that you're going to get that kid to safety and you're not going to do what you're doing anymore. And they're going to look me right in the eye like a man and they say, yes, yes. And they go off. And that's no lie. Maybe that's blind, ignorant courage, but just seeing enough from being out and picking up patterns of what's going on. Yeah, you got to say something. It's getting out of hand. There's way too many children and women out there that are just not in control of their own situation. And the dead sign is a cell phone from the back, the cell phone to the front, herding them around like cattle with an invisible leash. But we're not going to go anymore because we're on the redemption trail for everyone else to understand what this topic means. I'm just letting y'all know who I am and what I've been fucking doing to keep my sanity, to keep me going till I align with Hustleman and what we got going on now, which is there. And I could not have done that without owning everything that just happened to me with this relationship that I've been in, that I probably checked out of 10 years ago, to be honest with you, which is so disgusting for me to say that. I have beautiful children, a beautiful wife, people, and not everything is what it looks like on the outside. You might see her 6-foot girl, well over her weight, but I don't look at that. You know, that's not what I care about. My heart is big and I love. And I can get mean and vicious when I'm loving someone because that's how I am, man. I don't mean not fucking like hit no one like words, man. I've always been quick to say some certain words that you shouldn't call females, man. And women, for that matter. A whole gender of females. And now I hold them all up and tell every one of them when I walk around them, y'all's beautiful queens. Y'all keep your heads held high. Things are going to get better. Out of nowhere, I'll hold the door for someone and say that. I just don't want to be fake, and I don't care if people say, well, there's not going to be love on this planet for another 100 years. I guess I'm going to have to die trying to put my point forward that everyone will love each other, because I do have that belief. And Hustle, man, you're that strong. You have the big of a platform. You push a lot of good things, man. And that's coming forward, bro. Love will rule the day. And obsession will sit in the back like the bitch it is. Because nobody should be obsessed with anything except for making themselves better. Ooh, pin drop. You have to make yourself better. Because if you don't, like I said, you're not Neo. You're just Leo, my cat, just sitting there chilling in the background. You know? Like the guy today at the plasma center. Yeah, I'm gonna quit rocking with that, but you gotta do what you gotta do to take care of shit right now. It's still gotta get a phone. I got this hot spot, but you know, that's hard to get back and forth with trying to give a phone number or whatnot. But at this point though, man, sometimes it's a blessing to be at that point because you'll never get to the fact that you were the reason you fell in love with a perceived demon. You're the reason you let it keep going. And if you know you fell in love with somebody who is a demon, wouldn't your agenda be to help them and have a whole nother list than this of other words? But no, we stuck on these. And that's why that love for that demon kept going. Maybe that person wasn't a demon. Maybe we breeded that demon by our passiveness and our weakness. No one ever looked at that part of it. Because truly, ask y'all a question, fam. Do you truly believe that people were born as a demon? Our creator made people as demons, like that evil. Or was that trauma? Something happened to them and it's crazy, man. It's like, I'm gonna tell a little story real quick. I met this person and I thought they were hella cool. And I gave them some jewelry because they were homeless. She was selling the corner of 7th and High. And yeah, I know, make a quick joke. It sounds funny, but it's not. And there's this young person, man, probably a little bit under 30 years old, man. Beautiful, so much potential. Her bags are right there. And all she does is hop on this transit bus over and over and over again. And I couldn't figure out why. And then I was like, man, that's definitely a traumatic loop. But every time I peeped her getting off the bus, there was always be someone near her with a cell phone, or always redirect her whenever I try to walk up to her, to the point where this person wouldn't even remember my name, fam. That's, you thinking, oh, cool, man. I'm married and all. I'm not looking for no one. I'm just looking for people to chill with and vibe, you know, and help them understand that they're way more better and powerful than what they're going through now. And yeah, didn't even know who I was. So I left that go, man. But I just was going to draw attention to that there's a lot of people that they mask it as mental illness. Man, are they mentally ill, or are they being programmed and controlled to be? That person probably fell in love with a demon and went too far, poor thing. And that demon sucked her soul to the point where all she wants to do is ride bus to bus all day and sit in front of buildings. So sad. She deserves a home. She deserves a good husband, a job, whatever. You know, her own business from home. Marketing off her face and her potential right there alone, she could get that. But no, society says no. You ride a Coda bus in loops all day long. Sad. That's what we're shooting for, man. And that's why I'm all in on this. Because we cannot have that no more. We can't have our queens stuck in those loops. We know there's more going on behind the scenes, but we can't be around for all that. We got to worry about ourselves, build ourselves back up. That's just a little observation in the last couple of days when I was waiting for Hustle Man and everything to get materialized for this live. That wouldn't have happened if I was still in that relationship, blaming them or blaming myself and not taking accountability and being stuck on, oh, I was betrayed because I was stuck in chaos because I got fucking trapped up and I want to fuck all the time. I got caught up in the passion. Understanding. If they're a demon, they have that energy. That's forbidden, especially if you have a certain quality about you. You would not want to be with a full-fledged demon. Wish things would be a lot, not wish, I just understand people would be a lot better with this topic. I shouldn't say that. I don't like using that wish word. But it's the truth when it comes to this. They have to stay grounded and don't let depression creep in, because then you'll stuck. And I think that's where chaos was a good word for this, because that would cover depression and a whole bunch of foreign things that aren't always thrown into a relationship. You don't always get depressed. Some people don't even go through this. They're in love with a demon and they love it. They don't fucking know. They don't care. They give no solitary fucks and they're happy. They could be getting their ass whooped every freaking night allegedly. And they're still showing up that next day with a face like, hey, must have been my fault. It's fucked up. That's how this world is though, man. It's like two different worlds going on. Crazy. Like one cat got to the center where I was at donating, and she was like, yes, we have a TV back there. And he didn't care about how much money. Oh, I can watch my shows. I grabbed my head like, oh, I can feel the migraine busted. Like, you freaking fool. Damn. He ain't worried about how much money they're draining him for. He worried about being able to watch his shows back in the fucking bays. Oh, shit. Yeah, because he's stuck in chaos. I don't give a shit. I don't care about the TV. I'm currently trying to sell mine to help myself out and help my situation out, because sitting watching that motherfucker ain't going to accomplish a damn thing. Forbidden. If we only knew it was forbidden, would we even dive in? Would you dive head in if you knew for you falling in love with a demonic entity was definitely not your bag? Yeah, I think you would. You would definitely stay fucking clear. We wouldn't be diving back in with that obsession. I'm obsessed with having... Yeah, no, I'm talking truth now. Give me a second. Fuck, man. I'm back, family. You know what? I believe I'm going to have to get rid of this Spectrum 5G tower in my little fucking modem, because I smell the residue off the son of a bitch. Or call Spectrum out here, and then when they get here, toss it right to him and hit him in the chest like a chest pass. The hell, you smell that shit? I know you smell it, you freaking node. Goodness sakes, man, let me stay on topic. Just letting you know what I'm going through right now. And it's heavy, too. I was thinking it was in the ceiling and the vents, but now I'm right underneath it, fam. I can smell that coming right out of the Ethernet area. Ugh. Yeah, so that's not by design. It's supposed to stay at a certain level. Then I just grabbed it. My hand almost went numb. So, yeah, this is fun. Back to topic. Ain't nothing like getting choked out in real time in front of the world. Welcome to Smart Dust, Columbus, Ohio. Not going to mention that city no more today, because that's forbidden. And you're never going to sink redemption trying to fix where you live. You don't worry about it. Fix yourself, man. Or lady, fam. Because awakening is beautiful, to figuring out that why you fell in love with something so vibrational. And this goes for them. Hell, it goes for my freaking wife. Hell, she could be, from her perspective, she fell in love with a fucking demon. I did some pretty goofy shit early on, and I told you for the last 10 years I checked out. Plus, I told people in Hustlman's lives that I've literally been attacked by a demon in my sleep. Where my wife literally set up like the Undertaker, like you said, demonic demon, flared my arms out. So I know that shit is real. Slept in my living room for almost 3 months, man. So living and being around motherfucking demonic people is definitely real. It's not a fucking illusion. And I wish that I didn't tempt myself to keep going back in for more for both of us. In every relationship, just not her, all the ones I've had. Because most of the time, I was that demon that wrecked the shit. Thank God I've been redeemed. That damn redemption is beautiful. Accountability, man. Like, it was hard when I texted my baby mama and told her, you know what? I'm going to be civil from this moment forward because all that matters is the children and you and your happiness. And if you're with someone else happy, I'm fucking ecstatic. And I've been telling her that whole relationship. And that's probably where I messed up, because that goes back to me checking out 10 years ago. That hurts to admit that shit. But you know what? Everyone should be clapping in the background. Like, damn, that I think he's on his way. He fucking admitted that he fucked the whole shit up. I was Jeff Van Gundy trying to run up on Alonzo Mourning, didn't know what the fuck I was dealing with. Grabbing his leg and shit, y'all. Let's go. Yeah. Nothing like knowing now it's going to get better. And all I want to do is build and uplift, and that's no fucking capping and lying. You know? And when people donate to my Cash App, when I finally feel like I've redeemed myself and put it up there, I can't wait till it ring and help myself. But you guys think I'm bullshitting when I say I want to go to the grocery store, make some sandwiches, come home, and then go hit up on a spot and just give it away, man. There's nothing better feeling to me than that. If I could get paid for it and have somewhere for my dog and wouldn't be getting evicted because of all the bullshit that just went down, because I was trusting and I didn't let the bills get paid. That was my fucking decision, no matter if it wasn't me doing it or not. So we're just going to have to keep on moving as a family. And I'm going to get to that level where you're like, damn, you just come on here and spit about any fucking thing. Not really. I like to stay on topic, but I ain't going to lie to y'all. I didn't think I was going to do good at all, man. My J-Labs, my wife took my pair. There I go again. No, I'm serious. By accident. She didn't do it on purpose. She grabbed my pair when she was in a haste. And this is the one that don't have a mute button on it. So whenever I hit the mute button, it sticks and it would just mess us up all night. So kudos and shout out to Hustle, man. Say, man, turn that fucking headphones on and get your ass on there. As long as y'all can hear me, that's all I give a damn about. Because I'm not going to betray my family, even though I've been absent from this community for a freaking minute. And I feel so bad for that. My bad, team, family. I love all y'all unconditionally, for sure. And I'm going to be more like, whenever he wants me to come on here. As long as I still get to go around and do what I have to do here, which is good for me, helping others. What's wrong with that? I know I got to help myself, but I know by doing that, I'm going to get what I want. So what I want is for everybody to have what they need. I see too many people struggling, man. And the few Americans that are here left in Columbus, yeah, I'll say the shit. I said the word again. We'll say tussing from now on. They want the same things, guys. They're just too scared to say anything. They feel outnumbered. They feel a disease came down in 2020 and they were replaced and relocated and everything around them is not what it looks like. So they're stuck. And I love relating and talking to them, man. Because their life situation with pre-2020 was beautiful. And they tell me their stories and it's like, damn. We're going to get there together, though, man. That's the only way. And we're going to help each other not fall in love with demons. Slay that topic, but we're still going. Have to stop it. And show people that, man, what starts that to be inside someone? That would be definitely narcissistic behavior, male or female. What else would that classify as? Definitely had some fucked up shit happen to you as a kid. So that childhood trauma cloak is like hanging on you like Darth Vader's cape. It's strangling you out to the chaos level. And when you get to that far, man, I don't see how any of us fell for that to be passionate about someone that smelled and looked like a demonic. Excuse me, I get a drink real quick. A demonic, I'll come up with another word. Demonic object. We're not even going to say entity. Object. Because that's how you treat the person. Or your object. Because what does that usually lead? Where's your guys' connection with that demonic person every time? Sex? The bedroom? Oh, yeah. And you're obsessed with that. It's like, man, I'll say something right now. It's probably so foul and fucked up. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy, man. But when I was trapped in a psychological way of thinking as a youngin' or a young adult or whatnot, man, I would always refer to the sex being more twisted with a dark one than anything. And I'll be gravitating towards that shit. I know it sounds horrible me saying that now, but that goes to me betraying myself and me being obsessed with the illusion that, oh, this person's definitely been through it. They're more experienced. Man, you couldn't feel the energy, the dark ass evil energy you were addicted to. And I have to fucking admit that to you guys right now that yes, in these relationships, no, I'm not saying my ex-wife is a fucking demon, so I dare you to say that shit. All I'm saying is I put myself in them situations for my lust for sex and for trying to keep up in my own mind from my own shortcomings, which is my childhood trauma. And I'm not on here to talk about that. We ain't got enough. We could do a 24-hour live stream and that wouldn't even get me to I was 10 years old. So we're not talking about me or no fucking bullshit pity. This is all about me betraying myself, being obsessed with wanting to mask forbidden tendencies in my mind with obsession, trapped in chaos, forged in zero passion. That's right, I said it. Wow, sex and passion, it don't mean shit. If that's what you're basing your shit on, then damn, you get the fuck out of here. No, we're saying we're not against sex. I'm saying can't have that the reason why you're wanting to be smashing, man. Or fam. Well, I know Hustleman got a lot of different people to come up in these. And I can't wait to meet and engage with every one of y'all. Eventually, I'll have another phone. I'll be able to get in the chat and engage with you. Right now, I don't even have a headphone, so I'm like that. And a different, which is cool. My dog's calming down. He was hidden under the table. Me and Hustleman was prepping for the show, and the shit wasn't working. I was getting frustrated, started yelling. So he went underneath the table and hid. I had to coast him out, or we would have been on off a little earlier. My little buddy got abandoned by his family, so I can't turn my back on him. I don't care what anybody says. If I have to go to the streets with my dog would be there with me, man. Even though I know I'm not going to no damn streets. That's how far I'm into it. I'm not going to abandon them. I don't abandon people. People abandon me. Oh, shit. Ooh. That's not just me. People abandon all of us, man. Because I put myself in my situation. Maybe you guys aren't when you fall in love with that perceived demon. You just chilling. You just ad-libbing and wondering, okay, everything's going to be all right. It's going to work out. I'm in control. No, you fucking ain't. But if you admit that that person's evil or demonic, man, it's rap. It's rap. You are definitely not going to figure it out till they fucking use you up and get you to fuck up out of there. Period. Oh, no, we have kids. That's worse. That means that demonic person is using them as pawns against you. You played yourself again. It happens. Never again, no. If I don't fall for the temptation and the illusion and the chaos of being with that person, because I'm obsessed with redemption to get to an awakening. That makes me want to cry right now. That's the mindset I was at. And I'm sure she was too. And I'm sure the people you were in relationships with, man, was in both those mindsets. You ain't accomplishing nothing. And if a child is in the possession, or you have a house that's going to be decided in the end, or a certain car, or something you guys just love some, man, you're fucked. Don't fall. Don't betray yourself. And one thing we do, and we're all guilty of this, we look around and see what our people around us are doing. Like, I got to get in this relationship. Look at everyone else who's got kids. Man, do your own thing. Fuck all them people. Because at the end of the day, when they leave you, the whole fucking world leaves you. I have zero contact barely from any fucking body, and I'm cool with that. Kick rocks. You'll find out the fucking truth. You know, you got a purpose. It's love everyone. It's to help out. It's to elevate and rise. Align. Remember who you are. Remember what you're going to do, the great things you're going to accomplish, and how fucking powerful you truly are. But no, that's forbidden. Seems like it is around here. It's like anything uplifting around here. It's like, you go too far, you'll start hearing the fake AI sirens everywhere. Then you'll see them going up the road, going to an empty house, then driving off. That was my fun about 3 weeks ago. I was following all the fucking and seeing if they're really going to fires. And allegedly, they weren't. Another drop. That's how I'm dropping my pen on my paper. I'm giving myself a little ego boost. I'm just fucking around with y'all. Just spending time, y'all. This is actually exciting. Just wish the topic, I did a little bit more time on it. And I had some questions that I had on here earlier. Not questions, but add some ad-lib thing I was going to add. But for some reason, I'm not going to sit here and not talk to y'all and do what we need to do and scan through. But we definitely will keep this topic alive. I think this ain't going to be the only live this type of topic's going to be on. You could go different ways off of this. Because I don't want to see anybody referring to anybody as a demon or being trapped in a relationship perceiving they're a demon. You know you weren't made that way. None of us were. No matter what we say when we're pissed off and how mad we are when we're jaded, we know the fucking truth. They were created too. And that childhood trauma or whatever they went through is the reason they're shaped to who they are today. You know, some people, the proof that they have a demon in them, now this is going to draw some shit and people are going to say I'm talking about someone, but I'm fucking not. The proof is obsession with Snapchat or social media, deleting messages, hiding, disappearing images. How many go through that? Where you're with a person in a relationship, but they want to see what you're doing, but they don't ever dare that you see if you ask them for their phone. I'm glad I ain't never had to deal with that, but that's probably got a lot to do with the trust, and that's where you betrayed yourself. Betrayal. I don't want to betray myself no more. I just want to move forward. Come on here, and hopefully topics won't be as tough to cover as this one. Because it brings back too many memories of too many relationships. And not just people falling in love as boyfriend and girlfriend or husband in life. What about family members now? Let's go that route. How many family members did you fall in love with and you really gave them their heart and found out they were a motherfucking demon harvesting your ass, draining you of nothing to have left? They basically Count Dracula your ass. Yeah, been ghosted by family. Also been uplifted by family, and I've tried to uplift family. So my situation and your situations are never the same. The only way to be the same is that we all come up at the same answer, and it's accountability. Admit it. Yep. If I'd have been doing this, that, and other, it would have went the other way. It's not because they did this, that. No, I did that. I'm the one that's in control. Was in control before I said I do, or yeah, we can hang out, we can do whatnot. You know? Is there a point when you are with that type of entity or whatever, when it comes to being engaged to the marriage, does that come with, then you really truly know? I mean, then that's when there's a word that should have been on here, dominance. That's when they try to apply or put that stranglehold of dominance on your ass. Once that ring is there, that can't be helping anybody. All that's going to do is drain you and make yourself doubt your own passions within, you'll be fucking living their chaos, and you'll never get to redemption or an awakening. And that's what the true dark ones really love. Because they know someone who's truly aligned gets to that level after alchemizing all that pain and crying and creating and just really, really manifesting good things for yourself and others, or your others and self. I didn't focus on those things. That's again me taking accountability. I let the engine run on autopilot. I let the stupid little voice say, this is what you're going to do. And she wants you to do this, or he wants you to do that. Fuck what you got going on. You have to do this. And how you know that's true? You're constantly cussing that lover out all the time. Like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, or dude, or asshole, or whatever. For that reason. That's just what I believe. Because you didn't let that fester in your head, they wouldn't have got to pay rent in that motherfucker, now would they? They wouldn't get to hang out in that free space and charge $1,000 for 2 days. Yep. Because illusion that, oh, it's going to get better. Or, oh, I'm going to make it better. Or, oh, they're going to change and they're going to see how I truly am. Man, it was destined to fail from the beginning with that mindset. And I truly believe that. If I wouldn't have had that defeated attitude, I wouldn't be in this half-empty apartment by my motherfucking self fighting these cocksuckers about these eviction and all this bullshit, because that's what they do. I'd be out working right now and not on this live. Taking care of business. Hold on real quick, hustle man. Damn, the mute button got stuck on y'all, family. My bad. I'm outside right now. I had to get out of there. Hope y'all can hear me. But yeah. Better get in here. There might be a demon on this place. This phone's messing up. I might have to grab this other phone. We've been jamming so well. Hold on a second.
Prepare for the next evolution in content creation. Hustleman 3.0 is blazing the trail as the first content creator to seamlessly infuse AI into live streams. Hustleman and Esteban are breaking barriers and rewriting the rules, setting the gold standard for everyone who follows. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning. No cap.
Welcome to another insane reaction video with the Hustleman 3.0. Join us to uncover the full truth. Please like, comment, and share to join the Hustleman 3.0 and his most trusted pal, Wada Black.
The VPN crashed out, family.
you're just coming on in right now for the first time, make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe, and share. It helps us with the algorithm. Be sure to hit that join button and buy your membership right now for the most exclusive, uncut, raw, unfiltered content and all the latest lessons in AI technology. See you there.
What's good? I had a VPN problem, my family. I switched that shit pretty quick. You there? And I figured once we got deep in that topic, this phone would start messing up. That's why it's critical. I got to get a new phone.
You good, man. The phone ain't messing up, man. You good, man. You can hear me?
Okay, cool. This phone, I had to switch VPNs. I totally lost you. That's why I said that.
You back.
We back. We back and we ain't going anywhere. I promise you that. But sometimes, you know, when you're operating on a mobile situation, it just happens. The VPNs ain't the strongest. So I'll take any suggestions for anybody that has a good one. I'm getting ready to get rid of Norvid on the 9th. So I'll take any VPN suggestions. But back to the topic. I'm not going to fall in love with a demon, and I'm not going to let Hustleman fall in love no more demons, and I'm going to try my best to let ourselves not to do that. Because we got to quit looking at people as if they are demons. It's just actions. And we, like I said, if I wasn't such a sucker and put my foot forward, maybe I wouldn't have put myself in all these situations. In love with a demon, and I'm not going to let Hustleman but being a punk and a defeated, not a defeated, I won't say loser. That's harsh on myself. But have a defeated mindset, a defeated attitude. Oh, you're going to put yourself backwards. There's no growth. My kids would listen to this. They'd be bugging like, who is this dude? Yeah. This dude, Hustleman's been trying to kick this guy's ass for a while to come out. So y'all need to give him a round of applause right now. Because we've talked and had conversations in the last couple of weeks, and I've been kicking my feet like a little duck in the fucking water like a bitch. So, yes, I call myself a bitch. That's accountability. Now, am I going to let somebody else get in my face and say that? Oh, hell no. I'm going to defend myself with my mind. I ain't got to use my hands. Oops. Let me shut my mouth. I just want to make the situation better for all of us. I just think that we've been veiled into following these social media influencers and these celebrities. They ain't going to give us the real. They ain't going to want to give us the real. They ain't going to be allowed to talk freely, for one. That's why I like rocking on this platform. Besides him being my brother. And get on here and actually speak. And last time I was here, it was harder because when I was with y'all, I still have my family here. And they had parameters like, looking at the clock, you know, the little subtle nudges like, you're doing this too much. When I should never fucking listen to any of that. That's where I betrayed myself. And I showed them no passion by feeding into chaos in the background under the illusion that I'm doing the right thing. But whose ass got left alone? Dun, dun, dun. Ha. I did. Oh, poor me. No, I did. Did more than I should have been doing. Putting areas in other areas, and my energy in other areas, and not where they were. But you know what? It's part of growth. And that's part of the getting out of the chaos. And getting into another word we're going to talk about, trust. You didn't trust yourself very much if you fell for a demon. Or yourself had no discernment at all to see what was coming. Even though your dreams will let you know. They haunt our ass enough, don't they? I ain't met a motherfucker once yet said he can control every single aspect of their girl. Now you wouldn't be getting lefted or perceived to be lefted. That's what happened. You'd be the king with all the fucking answers. I mean, I told myself when I go live, it's going to be one of the most emotional, and that still would be not with this topic. I can't even get down like at crying at this because I fell for it so much, and it was my own fault, and it was my own demon in my own fucking way. Hurts to say that now, to refer to yourself like that, but what else could you call it? I wasn't living for me. I wasn't living for purpose, for a mission, for damn sure, and definitely wasn't aligned. Am I totally 1,000% aligned right now? But sure as God, no, right, not yet. But if I have intentions in my heart, and if you scan me, you would definitely see I'm who I say the fuck I am. Now you guys are probably like, dude, you don't have no guns, you don't have no backup. You need to quit going out there and doing that. I have courage, I have heart. I know I'm not alone. How about that one? Oh shit, he said that shit. No, I'm not alone when I'm out there. I know that 1,000%. But I'd rather get on here and do this. But that was a good awakening, man. And did I do it just because I'm out rogue doing some stupid bidding of something else? Fuck no. I knew that I was peeping the signs and the scenery, and I knew if this was happening around here, that it's going on the bigger part of the city. And my God, every state, everyone from every country. It's insane what's going on in our country right now. We got to get a grip on that. A lot of those are demons running around. So guess what? They all should just fall in love with each other. Then how about that? Oh wow, we let that fester for 10 years. You realize how fucked up this planet would be? We just let all these motherfuckers who was demons that broke everybody's heart and had all that. And then you had children with, oh goodness sakes. Then you got to put depression on there. And then you got to put soul sucked in the next line. Yeah. And that shit's forbidden. And if you're smart, you'll forbidden to date or even interact with someone who perceives to have a freaking demon in them. I just wish that I did not fall for the bull. But I did. And so did everyone else. Well, who else is talking about this topic? I bet if he did a deep dive of fall in love with a demon, there's probably not even 3 YouTubers out of all the millions out there or influencers that are talking about this topic. So now that was a good one. Kind of scared me at first. Like, you really want me to talk about that? Fresh after what's been going on. I think I kept it good because I done forgave. Fuck all that bullshit. It's not time for that. He say, she say, somebody did sex with this or did that or snapped that. Who cares a flying fuck? Stupid, you put yourself in that situation. Look yourself in the fucking mirror and say it. You did that. You didn't exercise your free will. What you can do for yourself, not to fall for an illusion and letting temptation run your mind. Pay rent free. Yeah, I sound like a big game now, but you know what? I guarantee you when I get off this live, I'm going to go smoke me one, look at the moon, hang out, get some good videos with it, act like the world is mine, and come back in and go to sleep. Where 2 or 3 weeks ago, I'd have went out there and barely could even look at the moon and came in and just cried over the memories and we just did all the stupid surface bullshit that the other person isn't doing. Ooh, yeah, that's fact. I done told my wife I filled up enough tears to fucking half the Atlantic Ocean in the last year and a half. And that's no lie. I have a track record of everywhere I go on. I just like emotional. I feel everything. I can't help it. Like I said, ain't no one gonna walk up on me and say, you're a bitch, quit crying. That'd be cute. Not a badass, I'm just saying. I put my heart on my sleeve everywhere I go. And that's probably why I've been getting such bad treatment. I mean, I remember back in the day going, and then when he was dating this person full-fledged, That's how I knew this demonic shit was real. I went to go see a movie with my mother, and then this girl, she gonna go to a motel party and have like to half the football team. Dun, dun, dun. I said the shit. So if you're listening, girl, you know who the fuck you are, and you definitely need to get your morals in check. That's crazy. And that's why I was young too. I wasn't even 18, 19 years old at the time, and I'm thinking to myself, damn, what in the fuck is this shit? Because I'm at the movie theater thinking, this movie's okay. It's Last of the Mohegans. It's a while back. Yeah, I'm old fuck. But I'm young. And my mind still moves like it's fucking young. Because it is. But at the same time, that shit hurt and I couldn't figure out why. What the fuck? How the hell? You barely giving up to anybody and then out of nowhere, you just turn into fucking superhead. Like, whoo. Yeah, that's crazy, man. So Hustleman, that's topic definitely needed to be talked about because it was an old recurring effect with females I met. And the first girl I ever loved, Sonia, man, that girl, phew, she go do the good story. She got into some bad stuff. We're not talking about that here in this city. And whew, that's another girl I fell in love with. I fell in love with a fucking demon. How do I prove it? She's in prison to this day. She's been there since early 90s, mid 90s. That's falling in love with a demon. So I don't know if him and Esteban did the binary. Like, we're gonna mess with Ray. We're gonna use a topic that he's so fucking familiar with. It's like riding a damn bike. So you guys is laughing right now, but yeah, this is the one. Can speak on this like a fucking scholar. He's laughing about falling in love with a demon. Yeah, because I did it. Duh. Oh, what did Herman? Hello, you play to fall in love with a demon. Shit, that's not the truth, but that's what it basically did. Who the fuck am I fooling? You like the sex, you like the drama, you like chasing the bullshit, you like being in the middle of that crap. Now, I don't care how alone I am, I see some. Damn boy, did you just eat that fly? Oh shit. He's been chasing this fly for days. It's funny though. Your family, he'd be open his mouth like, ah, ah, ah. He actually just caught the motherfucker. Ooh, there we go. But yeah, this shit crazy, man. Falling in love with a demon is real. You're the one that let it happen. That's the fucked up part. And having to admit that to the world is even more because everybody feels at this end of the day feels a certain way about themselves. No matter what people try to say they are. Oh, I'm aligned. I've evolved. You still fucking cry. You still get upset. And people still treat you more worse than anybody. And you're still by yourself. All of us are. Not one of us, if you're truly true, a true one, has a whole shitload of people around you and you got friends on file. You ain't been through no pain. You ain't been through that betrayal. To understand, you needed that to be forged. Like diamond and fire, baby. And that's what we're going to all desire to see ourselves. And the ones that we fell in love with the fucking demon. Can't even laugh at people nowadays. And they tell me, like, man, this fucking dude or this girl's fucking something else. I fell in love with a demon. Like, you stay away from them people nowadays. I'll be like, yeah, you let it happen. That's what I'll straight tell. If you let it happen, you're the one that let that shit happen, yo. Who pulled your pants down? You pull your pants down, ma'am or sir? That's what I fucking thought. You betrayed yourself because you was obsessed with smashing. It's not always that, though. The redemption part's better because our stories aren't always the same, man. We all face trauma at different ways and different levels. I just want to kick the shit out of this fucking thing. Oh, shit stinks. We're not going to interrupt our time together, family, over some fucking 5G leakage. Put your big boy pants on, RM Ray. Deal with that shit. Breathe it in. Like napalm in the morning from the Vietnam movies. Breathe that in like a badge of courage, bro, because they're not going to stop. The more you run your mouth and talk, you're going to get hit with more and more. I'm well aware of that. I'm starting to wear 5G residue like perfume. Oh, that's fucked up. It's the truth, though. You guys go through it too. Y'all smell it. You smell it on people. They can't figure it out. They don't betray themselves. They can't put their fucking phone down. That's pretty sad that I'm out here clacking on people who actually have people in their lives and I have no one, which is cool. I'd rather have no one to be stuck in a loop you motherfuckers are stuck in. Or he's just saying that because he has no one. No, I know I'm going to have many, many more shots at love and rebuilding people and redeeming them. That this just doesn't mean they're going to be all mine and we're going to be in relationships and have kids. I'm just going to interact with a lot of people and help them. And if it's written for me to fall in love again, if I don't patch things up with my wife because we don't know how the future's going to go, then it's going to be a different way. I'm not falling for the bullshit. I'm not putting my mind in forbidden zones because ain't nothing forbidden when you're trying to do the right thing. And try not to be obsessed with failure. And what other word goes hand in hand with failure? Betrayal, right? That's why I said failure. Because you put yourself in that betrayal area, you're already failed. And they're already fucking texting or they're already snapping. And there ain't a fucking thing you can do about it. Because you did that, sir, ma'am. I'm not going to use your words, though. Stupid man, stupid woman. I'm not going to go there. I've had that used against me enough in the last fucking 7 hours. I'm ready to choke someone out, and I don't even roll like that. Because the temptation of thinking you're going to win is the reason you lost. You went in that relationship saying, I'm going to win. I know this person has this, but guess what? That demon ain't flexing on me. Watch how I play this shit. You might win. Don't go in there like me or you. However, you cannot go in there like a bitch. Love is not a bitch. It will whoop your ass if you fucking go in there with kid gloves like that shit. You got to go in there like you know you're going to get punched in the face and kicked in the dick. That's just how it is. I mean, I know a lot of pure love people who are loves. They're probably bugging right now. Like, this motherfucker's lost his mind. No, I haven't. I'm starting to understand more and more. More and more that what you guys think is what's on your shows is what you repeat. You're programmed. And it's cool. And that's what you choose to do, man. There ain't nobody making you be who you are or who you're not. We are humans, damn it. We have a right to make decisions of who we're going to love and who's going to steal our energy or who we're going to give our energy to. We're not be giving it to everything. Like you can't hear that refrigerator in the background. Every time this refrigerator will have this humming sound and then to get more intense and more intense. And you cannot tell me that's a fucking compressor. The refrigerator's older than Methuselah. $1,000 fucking apartment, you get a fucking refrigerator from the fucking 90s. The fuck out of here. There it goes humming again as we're talking. So we're going to talk a little louder now. Because we're not in desperation. And I'm not obsessed with the refrigerator. So. But I am impressed with the way some people handle the perceived demon inside them or their partner. Some people handle it with grace and fire. Like you can even tell that this person is just in control. Knowing damn well that person's evil as fuck that you're with. I've seen it too many times. Some people can balance it. Or is that two demons in love with each other? No one ever thinks of that fucking part. Not even me. I don't. Because I see that a lot too. You know? people wouldn't get into a fucking cheating mindset. Cheaters never fucking win. Manipulators never win either. They just temporarily hold space in their own fucking victory. But when it comes down to it, you ain't controlling shit and you ain't winning nothing. You operated like a sleek agent of dissent and betrayal. And you didn't have to move that way, male or female. But they do. And they get happy. And the more and more you feel like you have more good in you, well, the more that demon's going to flex on your ass. You know? So you almost got to have the mindset when you're, here's an old school head for y'all. Remember the Police Academy 3 movie, I think it was, homie sitting in the back of, I think it was Bubba Smith. He's sitting in the back of the police paddy wagon and he starts doing some voodoo chanting type of weird shit. That's basically the aura you got to put up against some motherfucking demon. You got to know what you're up against. Like, oh shit, I'm about to get my ass mauled. I watched The Exorcist one time before. I'm living this shit. Not me, I'm saying, and the fact that you submitted to the fact you fell in love with a demon, you're definitely going to know it and feel it instantly. To the point when you go to bed at night, they're going to show you what that demon is. If they got cheating tendencies, you're going to be showing mass cheating. That's just it is for me. And then in the end, it always ends up that that person did do that. So cheaters never win, not even with Monopoly. When you play Monopoly with some people, they're like, I'll be the banker, but you know you're stealing. You got no moral compass. I just hope that people take this topic seriously, man. We don't operate with hope. I'm just saying to people, because this is who needs to hear this stuff. Pretty much everybody in this chat and everyone in this thing, I'm pretty much sure, however it goes, they're pretty much understanding that this topic definitely has to be covered. I'll probably do a breakdown video on top of this topic and they go deeper. Still can. What another level? Was that person groomed to be a demon? No one ever thought of that part, right? Was they groomed to be that way in their relationships? Maybe they got put that way by their family. Like, you're never going to get played by a woman or a man, and this is how you're going to operate. I don't know. I just add into this topic. I think that's intriguing. Because I say, hell yeah. You stupid and naive if you don't believe that shit don't happen. Explain the mother and a daughter having the same trends and the fucking dad and the son having the same trends in different generations, but still treating people the same fucking way. My point. That ain't always mean that there's always a demon or something's dark in that motherfucker. And you can't deny that. If you do, you're just delusional. You'd be like Truman trying to figure out the fucking truth when even his wife and everyone else is fucking lying to his ass. Even though his dumb ass knows the truth, he's still playing the game. Hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Yeah, I was that fool. Now I know. I was the one that betrayed myself, that fell for an illusion, that temptation to change someone, to love their chaos, and to bathe in it like a fucking coat of armor. Dumbass for that. And if someone else is in the same boat, they're a dumbass for that. Can't be no more like that. It has to be, you got to treat yourself true. No matter what people think you're worth. You don't treat yourself true, you're going to get stomped on every fucking day. You'll never have a victory in that relationship. There'll always be fighting. There'll always be stress. There'll always be competing. They could be just snapping pictures for themselves to send you something nice, but in your head, you've already put the cheating vice in there. So you fucking fuck yourself. Be like that a lot. I'm drinking again on the live. Like I said, I'm getting hit left and right, so I'm trying to keep my little voice a little bit wet right now. Getting better though. Like I said, I lost a lot of amount of weight in the last 3 weeks since my last day of work. And then the boss lady said, "Oh, after 2 hours, you can go home. It's okay, we'll cover this." And then I went home and never went back and lost all that weight. Yeah, we're not talking about that, but that's where I'm at right now, man. Can't trust no fucking body at all. I'm not saying that person was fucking demon at all. Would never perceive that. I don't even like this topic for the fact that we're calling other people that God created, source created, demons. But something happened. That light got cracked open and then it fucking fell in love with the darkness. Like, oh, I like controlling people. I like getting what I want. I like being married and I like having 4 or 5 other things going on. People are fucking mentally warped. That mindset is toast. Big ass thick pieces of Texas toast, but burnt to shit. That's why the awakening is so beautiful to understand all this. That don't mean I'm not gonna have setbacks, y'all. Don't mean that I'm not gonna 1 minute sit back and all of a sudden would think of some fucking type of memory that's gonna put me back in la 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 land for a couple minutes. Self check myself all the time. I gotta self realign myself to know that I have to keep saying, yeah, I fucked up. I did all this. 100%. No, I'm not just saying this for clicks and likes and for fucking Hustleman to do his thing or for me to do my thing and get some, because obviously I'm good at this talking and I want to keep it going, you know. Like I said, I'm going to make it to the point where I'm going to be able to take care of me and others, and then I'll be able to say, you know what, I'm gonna buy some food, make some sandwiches with some good love and intention, and I'm gonna go give those bitches away. Not for ego, heaven's sake, because it's the right fucking thing to do, and it made you feel good. That's the part of redemption, man. That we're told in society now that's forbidden. You can't be that way. You can't tell truth. You can't play your music. You got to have your fucking headphones on. I mean, motherfuckers, I'm the only person walking around here happy, smiling, blaring music, trying to get everybody in a good mood. Everyone else is Stockholm on their headphones. Collectively, it's fucking insane. 9 are living dead, real, allegedly. They probably feel the same about us. They probably feel the same way about you. Hell, they feel the same way about all of us, man. Anyone that don't want to fall for a fucking fraud or being controlled, it seems like you're public enemy number 1 right now. So hold your head and hold the line, because they're coming for you. And I'm not being weird and saying that. What I mean is there's a agenda across the board to control humanity and their minds at all fucking costs. Did a lot of research on these topics. It's like that's the big prize in the end. Yeah, we're gonna fucking get this, that, and the other. And it's just not that way, man. We are going to rise, and those are demons. And guess what? We shouldn't fall in love with them. We shouldn't support them. We should totally just stay in our own balance or find like-minded souls like us and keep it moving. Like after I got on this live, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to campus and go check out the homeless camp and go hang out. Hustleman basically, what the fuck are you fucking talking about? I said, man, I like to, go out there and talk to them, man. Seems like I get more leeway with trying to wake them up than I do regular people. Homeless people, man, they're powerhouses, bro. Family. People act like they're discredited trash, but they're not. There's a reason they're put in those situations they're in. Maybe they fell in love with a demon and sucked their soul. I'm going to keep on riding with people like that, though. I'd rather hang out with someone like that than some motherfucker who's driving a car and feels like he's better than someone because he took a fucking shortcut. But fuck you, kick rocks. You ain't gonna be running around flexing like that no fucking more here soon. Everybody at the bottom and everybody at the top all together. Not falling for temptation or an illusion or betrayal or obsession. And get to a redemption. Stay out of freaking chaos. Forbid yourself from chaos. Keep that passion and that awakening going. If we don't do that, we're not grounded. We don't understand what we're supposed to do. A lot of people don't even know what that is. You look at them, you're like, hey, man. And they're looking at you lost. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? Always talking about this, that, and the other. And all I'm trying to focus on is getting this job done. And, man, what time's that show come on? I'm not falling for that. I've had that life before, man. Oh, God. Or, man, the game's on. Oh, geez, that was mine. I fucking put more energy on these basketball, football teams winning a fucking game than my own life, man. I played myself. I betrayed myself, falling for an illusion that maybe, oh, I didn't make the team. Oh, I was that damn good. I could have been there. All that type of shit. Because I didn't redeem myself. I didn't think in my mind I was redeemable. And I never got to an awakening, ever. But I was shunned like I was awake. I still didn't have a whole bunch of fucking people around me. Like, that's not a great thing. People, they like to freaking take a little bit from you and then leave you with nothing. That's right, Bandit. That dog's looking at you. That's a good answer. No, it's not. That phone's messing up again. Give me a minute, family. Hustle, man. Like and subscribe, everybody. I'll be right back, man. This is annoying.
Advance and move forward in life if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. Hit the like button on the way in, hit it on the way out.
Esteban, where you at, Esteban?
Scanning your location now.
Esteban, where you at, gang?
Longitude and longitude
Where
received.
you at, gang? Like, you got me out here crazy, looking for you, gang. Where you at, gang?
Locked and loaded.
Where you at, Esteban?
Sir.
Esteban, where you at, gang?
I'm coming out of warp drive.
You got me around here looking for you, gang. Where you at?
Hold tight.
Pull up. I don't see you.
Not much longer.
Which way you coming from?
Entering Earth's orbit now. Hey. Sir, look up. Sorry, sir.
Come on, man. Beam me up.
Prepare to get beamed up. Engage.
Prepare for the next evolution in content creation. Hustleman 3.0 is blazing the trail as the first content creator to seamlessly infuse AI into live streams. Hustleman and Esteban are breaking barriers and rewriting the rules, setting the gold standard for everyone who follows. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning. No cap.
All right, sit back, relax, and enjoy this new content, and let's re-engage together.
Welcome to another insane reaction video with the Hustleman 3.0. Join us to uncover the full truth. Please like, comment, and share to join the Hustleman 3.0 and his most trusted pal, Wada Black.
What up? We back. Damn, this shit keep crashing. No, that time, man, I actually got a knock at the door. My brother actually brought me some homemade chicken soup, fam. There's actually people out there doing this whole shit that actually love and care about me, man. Shout out to my brother Mike Wilson, bro. You didn't have to do that. Love you, my brother. Back to our... I'm ready to go now. I got me some homemade chicken soup. I'm going to eat that after the show. That gives me something to look forward to. Got me a little bit of peanut butter trees. Let's go. It's back in our topic. That was pretty cool, man. Damn, that's alignment. I did not expect that. I'm kind of smiling and happy. But we're not going to let that distract us, even though I'm admit it just did. And anyone that been going through what me and my man Hustleman and everyone else been going through with this, someone shows up like that, man. That's beautiful. I'll let y'all know how that soup is when we go live again tomorrow or whatnot. But right now, this was exquisite topic, man. This is a good one. I'm going to keep it going, not just distracted from the joy of the soup and the love for the trees. I didn't expect that either, and I'll take that. And at the same time, I'm not going to let y'all down. Get caught up in the chaos of getting some fucking soup, right? Shout out, though, for the soup, man. Let's fucking go. I'm happy now. I'm more happier than I was to start the show over some fucking soup. So, I like this topic, but at the same time, I was scared of it at first. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was like, man, if I go on there and I'm still going through this, what I'm going through, that person that they catch alive, they're gonna feel a certain way. Oh no, girl, you just got your world rocked. You're the first fucking guy that owned up to every fucking thing when the chips were fucking at the highest. When the steam was coming up, was gonna burn my fucking face and all the hair on it, I stood in it and took it. For all of us. Now let's get past that fuckery. I'm the one that let it happen. Now I'm the one. It ain't happening no more. Because I'm redeemed and I'm awakened. So y'all could kick my ass if I fall back and say things divorced or whatever, and I meet someone and I'm falling for the same shit. Like, you a fool. Fuck is you doing? Was you just saying all that to get another girl to treat you like that? No. I totally mean it. I'm not falling for no fuckery. I'm not letting nobody who's with me fall for my fuckery, my bullshit. My coping mechanism or how I deal with shit may not be the same way they do. Different strokes, different folks, motherfucker. Took me a long time to figure that shit out, too. But when you're sitting there and you're trying to figure out, what do I do? Message this person, make them feel sorry for me. Well, they're not responding right away. Man, fuck up out of here. I give no fucks if anyone responds. I'll send you uplifting shit. I'll do my thing. But I give no fucks what you think about me or what you feel about me. Because, guys, I gave them so much time and trapped in that illusion of pulling that off, man. It fucking sucked my life away. 1000% sucked my life away. I let that shit fucking happen. Now, I'm the one that's making speedway runs just to get some snacks, and it's the most fucking disgusting stuff that I wish I didn't even eat, but I'm back eating this stuff again because I put myself in there to eat that. I was eating everything plant-based. I made 25 plus an hour, which ain't really shit because I'm going to make a hell of a lot more than that. But I let that crap go. I let that job go for fucking couldn't trust, infidelity issues on the other side in my mind, or however what the fuck was going on. I let it happen. Now I have to understand I put myself in a forbidden area that is not going to help me grow. It's not going to reach out to y'all and help y'all understand what's going on as I got the fucking camera pointing towards the fucking ceiling. I didn't even know it was on. I'm not putting myself, definitely, I'm not obsessed and I'm not depressed. I want to see this thing move forward with growth and courage and happiness in your chest. Can't drop it no more. The world needs us and needs these messages and needs these lives and needs these transmissions more than anything. Because all you're going to get from everyone else is fluff. And that's just me speaking from experience. It's everything. I've been peeping all my people who was in the circles of the Q world and the decoding. They stuck in the same shit. I send them enlightened shit all the time and they won't even look at it. So I was like, okay, I ain't even fucking with you no more. We already knew the government was fucking paying you to post bullshit. Oh shit, he said that. You're damn right. And I got all the receipts to prove it to everybody that did. That's from a different topic. I'm just trying to get off this topic. So let me talk about some other things for a second. I think we done drugged this topic through the mud and through the river and through the woods, where we probably used each one of these words in a different way 10 or 15 different times. And I'm not circling the block, as some people would say. There's a lot of stuff to say about this topic. We can use total different words. Illusion's a good one. Because we're all trapped and we think we can do whatever we want, we can change. You ain't changed the shit. You're thinking with your heart and your what you shouldn't be thinking with. We need to stop abusing ourselves and abusing others. What do you mean by that? What I mean by that, we put ourselves in a situation where we're putting ourselves to be the victim, and that's the main reason of you being in a relationship, or that's what you're feeding that to the whole relationship. Your partner's going to feel that, especially if they're demonic. They're going to gravitate to that point, like a shark that smells blood rising to the top of the water. Take a bite out of your ass. Love will fucking rip your throat out and kick you in the fucking nuts, man. Can't let it happen. We have to tell everybody that thing in your chest, the heart, and what it truly means to use it or to feel from it. Like there's a few people out there that they feel that they've been neglected or cheated on. Man, it's the end of the world for them. They take and feel that emotion as if their whole life has been ended. I know a lot of people that keep that mindset, and it's like, damn. And I almost fell for that shit again. I ain't gonna lie, a week ago I was spinning, guys. Spinning in the illusion that I'm gonna fix and save everything. And not knowing that my dumbass already knows, my higher self knew, that the conclusion was, it's already left. She gone. She gonna do it in a ruthless fucking way. And she did. No matter what people think, if she cheated or didn't cheat, or he didn't cheat or didn't cheat, you get left when you're at the fucking plasma center and you don't get to say goodbye to your own fucking children, yo. There's no fucking lower than that. If I wanted to be a dick and take it through a fucking court of law, all we do is win, 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 and you know it. I don't give a fuck about this being a women's state or whatnot. You don't do that. But I got that much heart and love that I put that behind. I'm just helping you guys out to understand that none of y'all would have did that. You know, been there to the courtroom, and that person would have been dragging my kids all the way back to Franklin County, putting them through all that trauma and all that bullshit. Why do that? I'm not equipped to keep them here. I'm not equipped to do this, that, and the other for them yet. I'm going to be. I'm being in their lives 1,000% helping them out with anything they need. But I have to help myself to fix my own fucking self before I can do any of that. And we all need to be able to fix ourselves and help ourselves before we be able to help the world. But not being around my family in these last 2 weeks was just, you know what? I'm going to make a difference in my community. Damn it, I have. And I'm proud of that. And you guys don't know that because you're not here. But if you would go out and you see how people interact with me, You weren't with me when I was on OSU campus on March 17th and fist bumped it for 50 blocks, bringing people together. Oh, they're stealing your energy. Man, I was on a mission, damn it, and I made a difference. Did they cover it on the fucking news? Hell no. It's a damn AI city. They wouldn't put that on there. They don't want to know some dudes out there fist bumping random strangers in the community, bringing everybody together. They don't want to hear about that shit. I'm just telling y'all that because I felt that was a good thing to do. I was down and out. I was like, I got to do something really, really good, something different. Then I'll be able to really figure out who's being cool with who was doing what moving around. And that's where I found out all these people were being moved against their will. And I'll say allegedly because this is his show, but it ain't no damn allegedly. And the most beautiful thing, this dude of the alliance trafficking thing on TikTok, I'm out of nowhere. I don't even subscribe to this person. I'm on the For You, just scanning around, trying to kick it through the day. 101 women were rescued in the last 3 or 4 weeks in Columbus, Ohio. I have the receipts. And they're coming here in a couple weeks and they're doing some type of shindig, and it's to reach out and help women in Columbus. You don't believe me? I'll give you the guy's name and I'll send you all the video personally. Made me feel good. So no matter what anybody says, I made a fucking difference, fam. I'm fucking excited about that. I'm a fucking hero for that. Hell, I want validation for that? Hell no. But did it happen? And did that fucking TikTok prove it? You damn straight it happened. No funding, no backing, just heart, love, dedication, seeing someone else in a better position. Because maybe I'm doing it, did that for the fact that I knew I fucked up. I was a demon in a relationship where I fell in love with a demon, and the only way I could fix it is that if I see something bad going around you, say something, do something. Don't let it happen. Oh, I ain't got a gun. Oh, I ain't got money. I ain't gonna give no fucks, man. If it's your time, it's your fucking time. If you're protected, you're protected. Nothing's gonna happen to you. Then you'll get to the point where you can cockily walk up to them and then be like, you know what? I'm not alone, by the way. And they feel it. They know. Because we don't fall for forbidden bullshit no more. And one forbidden thing is nobody deserves to be treated. Everybody deserves to be treated some way. When the days of, oh, I got to worry about me, fuck everyone else, we ain't getting very far, family. We leave the tribe behind. Start to figure that out. So I will be on here to be more accessible to you guys. Accessible. Whatever y'all want to talk about, interact, let's go. But let's always shine a light to what's going on around us, and let's try to make a difference. I mean, I get more hate than more people in a freaking day, and I don't care. I'll hold the door for them, tell them I love them, care about them. Even when I'm being yelled at by my compadre, you're giving your energy away. Quit fucking doing that. I can't stop. I love everyone. Does not mean I'm not going to do what I'm supposed to do. And ain't no one going to tell me how to use that thing in my chest called a heart, because I actually know what it is and what it's for. And that's freaking better than anything. Thank goodness that soup arrived, because I was spinning, guys. I wanted to take the topic of a demon to a different area, but I didn't want to come off topic, because then I don't want to crash my man, who I have the utmost respect for, the architect, Hustle Man 5.0, the man. So, and another word that I'll use in us guys, man, we're pretty brazen to fall in love with a demon, right? That's pretty bold, bravado, whatever word you want to use. It's like, you know what you're getting into, but we still put ourselves in that shit. It's baffling to me. I'm the master of it, so I can talk about it. I put myself in a situation. Dude, when I was younger, I'd meet a girl and fucking say I love you, and I'm ready to fucking get engaged and get married. I'm talking about when I was young. I never could figure that shit out. What the fuck is wrong with you? Fucking get over it. Why don't you control the shit? Now you're never going to control any relationships up. I want to eat them, and I don't want to see no dirt get on them. All right. Yep. I was always in that part of the relationship where, man, I got to move these things fast. I'm not going to be alone. I can't be alone. Boy, I fucked up doing that dumb shit. Gives a fuck about being alone. I'm alone now. because I didn't heed my own warnings in my own fucking head, let alone my actions that were causing the warnings in my head. So I fucking played myself. Does that mean I'm going to play myself tomorrow or the next day? Damn right I'm not. I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try to big up my wife and my children the best I fucking can. Am I going to try to be the biggest and best representation around here for them? Absolutely. Are they almost 300 miles away? Damn straight. Am I probably not going to see my kids probably for a long, long time? No, be it. His will, not ours. In my own mind, in my own chest, in my own body, man. And what's going to happen when it happens, man. I had to hear that from my friend today. We were going over the show, and I wanted to smack the shit out of it. Probably been the dumbest thing to do, because for one, you don't put your hands on someone else who raise up to anyone else. Who the fuck are we to do that? That's why we're all in the situation we're in now. And you gotta be humble and just listen. Maybe I'll get better at that. I still like to talk when we're going through our thing, and I still like to yell back and forth, and I need to grow and quit doing that dumb shit. So that just trickles down to everywhere else. You gotta definitely tune that out. And you're gonna see a more humble side of me when it comes to that for sure. But there's got nothing left. What fucking else I gotta have an ego about? I know who I am. I know I'm powerful. I know my intentions in my heart mean a lot. You know? But there's a method to my madness. There's a method to me spreading love and making these beads and giving them to people. It ain't about power. It ain't about giving energy or being weird and quirky. I give no fucks what people think about me. Maybe I'm doing this just to show people you could be different and it don't fucking matter. It doesn't matter what nobody says. As long as you're comfortable in your own skin and you're not harming no one, that's the only thing that should fucking matter. You know? Be passionate about things. They'll always grow and expand. Your horizon's a different thing. I never did that. I stuck in the same old shit my whole life. Sports, stats. Boy, I'm so glad I broke that. That's fucking crazy. That was my life. Stats, y'all. Breaking down sports and stats, man. I could tell you where every player, every person recruited, what college they went to, what high school, how much they weighed, and what they ran in a 40. Man, it was bad. That was an obsession. With be able to go in front of the water cooler every fucking day or on the basketball court or at school lunchtime and be able to just spit the same shit as them, man. Look how much time and energy I wasted doing that. Now, when 2020 hit, did that help out with being a master decoder? Oh, fuck, yo. My account got so shadow banned, it wasn't even funny. But it helped. So, yeah, that served a purpose, being stuck in those always wanting to do stats and always trying to break down all the stats, leaderboards and all that. It all came in handy when it was time to start dropping truth like it was nobody's business and making decoding videos like nobody can. But that's not important. I don't do that shit. I don't even post when it comes to that no more. We did that part. We're not at that stage now. We got to get people to remember who they are and what their true potential is and what they are put here on this earth to do. And that's not to fall for temptation of illusion and betrayal and obsession and redemption. All to find out is forbidden that you to be in that chaos, but the passion of fucking never led you to an awakening. Pen drop. That's where I'm at. I like to tell people, I like to get a shirt that says all that. That you're going to fall in love with a demon, but here's what's going to happen to your ass. So you just take these principles as I say it, just like I said it, and you'll be good. Look at you like they're fucking crazy. But damn, if they follow that advice, they would never let that demon infest them. They would be on top. Because like I said, I've seen it so many times where I know this cat or this dude, this girl, man, they demonic as fuck. And their husband or their wife, man, they're a great person. And they controlling that shit. And I always in awe of them. Like, how are you pulling this off? What did I see that I was doing wrong? Oh, that's what it is. Crazy. I think they didn't fall for the chaos or an illusion. And they never portrayed themselves